All right, we are here on the Vaughn roof. We have got our ITEL certified Owens Corning driftwood shingle. Basically what we encountered, this is a spot where we had a wind crease. We took it out to send to ITEL. They certified this roof as the Owens Corning driftwood. We bought the shingle. So when we were pulling it out, we noticed a pretty substantial amount of mat transfer. If you hand me the phone. So basically what we've got going on in here is these areas where you can kind of see a matte finish where it's not shiny. So that's going to be areas where the roof is aggregate because the shingles have been torn, and it's the back of the previous shingle being ripped off. So there's quite a bit of matte transfer throughout the sealant line, especially in this area here and here at the end where this may not seal again, or most likely will not seal again. So for diligence, we are going to complete the repair, also so that Mr. Vaughn doesn't have a hole in his roof from where we pulled that ITEL. So we're going to get this slid up in here, and straight away I'm seeing a disparity in length. Now what we normally see is the shingle is too long. Here it's actually too short. So it looks like we are about a 1/4 inch off here at the end, and you can see the shingles pushed all the way up here, and we've got about a 1/4 inch of gap. That's obviously not going to be acceptable. That would be a failed repair immediately due to the exposure length issues. We're still going to go ahead and complete this repair for diligence. Now you can also see a pretty massive color disparity. So this roof is very old. It's got a lot of black in it from having lost granules. So the color is going to be off, and it creates a visual disparity here. There's no black in the new shingle at all, and there's an enormous amount of black. I mean, it's almost 30% of the color of these shingles, the black, whereas this doesn't have it. So it's also just a different hue in general. There's a lot more grays and robin's egg blues, gray blues on this. It's more of a cold color, maybe even neutral, but I can definitely see this on the cold side here, especially with that cold shadow line. This is a hot roof, so this is like a sunset color. You got lots of peaches and maroons and reds in here. You really don't see any blue at all on the old roof. There's a lot of blue in the new shingle. So for diligence, we're going to keep going. This is the most talked about portion of the repair. On a new shingle, you've got a lot of pliability. It's very wiggly, it's malleable, like a noodle. That's what you want to see when you're repairing roofs. When you get to the point that you're talking about repair angles and angle of lift, the shingle's not repairable anymore. Per manufacturer installation guidelines, the people who made this shingle, engineered it, designed it, built it, the shingle needs to be lifted as high as I need to lift it in order to drive the nail flush. I can't barely lift the shingle here like this and pretend like I can get that. Even if I scoot the nail all the way up on the end of the hammer, at this lift I can't clear the sealant line, right? So that's not gonna adhere the shingle to the roof correctly, and it's gonna cause leaks from having nails outside of the shingle. So we're gonna go ahead and nail some of these in. And you can already see as I lift the shingle, these dragon teeth are just falling right off. Shingles are raining down. We're gonna go ahead and continue on, only lifting the shingle as high as we need to drive the nails flush. We're not gonna lift them any higher than that. Again, you're getting bubbling of the dragon teeth, a little bit of cracking and creasing that I can hear and see as we're driving these nails. We're being quick and careful. We're not holding the shingle up for a very long time. We're not extending it further than we need to go. Okay, so these shingles have sealed again since the last time we've been here. We'll go ahead and separate them all the way down so they have the best chance to not crease. We want to perform this repair in good faith. Right, so now we've got it unsealed here. You can see again, we've got our dragon teeth completely bubbling off the shingle. I mean, and we're barely lifting it. You know, that's, you want to talk about degrees of lift, that's next to nothing. So we're gonna go ahead and lift this shingle up. Get that nail drove. We're gonna drive 2 more to get us in code here on the top for 5. We like to see 6, but with repairs falling apart like this, we really just wanna get the shingle adhered to the roof the best we can. See, this one's bending. Probably have a little bit of decking issues here. we're gonna go ahead and pull that one out. That one didn't go in straight. We don't want to have a popped nail. All right, got that nail out as fast as we could with care. Now we're gonna go ahead and drive another one. A little bit better there. Okay. Drive our last nail. We'll be done with the top shingle. We're going to move on to the next line of shingles here. So we have a sealant line here of nails and a sealant line here. This will be the last one. So we're going to drive a nail into the end of the shingle here. Okay, we got him in there. Again, we've got a delamination of a dragon tooth. We're just going to drive a couple more nails here to get this shingle adhered to the roof. It's clearly failing the repair due to the brittleness of this roof. We've got, I mean, an enormous amount of shingles. I don't know if you can hear them in the video from the road noise behind us, but the shingles are just raining off the roof. And you can brush the new shingle 1,000 times. None of these granules are going to come off of it. Okay, we got 2 more to go and we're in code. Go. You can see we're very good at this. We're very quick. We're not bending the shingle for a long amount of time. We're not picking it up too far. The shingle's in here straight to the best of our ability. And as you can see here on the video, the shingle's in the roof. It's got a pretty good color disparity, and we're lined up perfectly here on the end. So this is going to be the overlap of shingle here. You can actually see a little bit of space. We've actually given it, you know, kind of a little bit of leeway of about 1/8 of an inch, 1/10 of an inch on this end. And on this end down here, it just doesn't fit the roof. It just doesn't fit at all. So between the mat transfer, the physical dimension disparity, the color disparity, the lack of pliability, and then obviously Tennessee matching laws. So this is the back of the house, but that's the main road right there. So this is a street view property. I mean, you can see the cars going by. There's a park there with a sidewalk right there across the street. I mean, this is going to be an eyesore, putting a bunch of shingles on the back of this roof. So basically, based off of this failed repair here, we're asking for full coverage of this roof due to irreparability, a non-matching shingle, and then the physical dimensions of the shingle not matching the roof. We appreciate you guys so much. Have a great day.